Hi, everyone. Welcome to Round Class Living. My name is Johnson Chong, and welcome to today's shamanic journey for your inner child. So, when we're talking about the inner child, we all know what a child is, and every one of us has gone through some phase of losing our innocence, and that probably was some pivotal marker point in your life, if you recall. It was the point in time when you transitioned from not having a single care in the world to realizing that the dangers of life, right, were actually real. Right? You started to think differently, feel differently. Your perception of time probably sped up. And you probably also felt this inexplicable pressure to try and identify yourself, to establish your identity. What kind of food do you like? What music do you like? How do you fit into social groups at school, right? This is kind of the very beginning of our rat race into adulthood, of getting into certain conditioned patterns. It all starts from our childhood. And to delight in the joy of innocence, right? That time when we didn't have to think about anything besides playing, right? We were worryless. We felt free. We felt powerful. We felt invincible. And this is a very powerful experience to bring into our day to day. And oftentimes, when we think about coming into a place of freedom or this place of pure play and innocence and delight, it can feel like, oh, well, I don't want to be making choices from a naive place. However, when we don't come from some aspect of the child in our decision making, will come from a place of fear, right? Versus from a place of curious wonder. And when we're working with the inner child, we will journey back to meet our inner child, that part of self that maybe some of you have forgotten along the way. Maybe it is a part of you that is quite present in your decisions. Now, when we're reclaiming the inner child, it is not really about going into this place of just playful chaos, right? Which sometimes children can get into when they're throwing tantrums, let's say, and they don't get their way. We are trying to reclaim the sense of inner child. You can replace the word inner child with the sense, with the word of purity is another word. It is really about reclaiming this energy of when things were not layered with all of these habits and conditions that made you behave and think and feel in a way that is almost automatic, like you're living your life on autopilot. And it's also, when you tap into the inner child, is about breaking up with the habits of your conditioning. So this is what we will try and journey to and feel. And I just want to touch on three more things about the archetype of the inner child. The archetype of the inner child is very much centered around joy, right? So we have three main centers. We have our wisdom center, which is very much in the womb, the navel area, and this is the archetype of the ancient ones, the archetype of the ancestors. It's old. It is this, you just know, right? It's wise and it's a felt experience. Joy and love is a heart experience. So it is delight. It is like, oh, look, I turned a corner and there's a new experience. And this is the archetype of the child. We need open, curious eyes. Then we have the sage and the seer, which is very much around the head space, and that's more peace. So when we talk about wisdom, joy, and peace, we're coming from three different archetypes. And so today we're really working more with this heart space, with the archetype of the child. Okay, so when you're ready, come to a comfortable seat. Let's place both hands. You can take the tips of your fingers onto the edge of the sternum, close the eyes, and we will take 3 deep breaths to unify and come together as a group. Take a full inhale through the nose. Exhale, sigh through the mouth. Again, inhale, nose. Exhale, sigh, arriving into your presence, tapping into joy, into delight, into love that is present in each and every one of us in our heart space. One more, inhale. And exhale, sigh through the mouth, arriving here and now. And when you're ready, start to tap the heart space, the energetic heart at the sternum with your fingers, like you're giving it a little thud. And the sternum is that bone that divides the right and the left pec on your chest. So go up and down. It's a pretty long bone. So go up towards the clavicles, and then also go down towards the solar plexus, just where you feel that little bit of rib sticking out, and then go round trip up and down. You keep the breath fluid, and start to tap also the pecs, your pectoral muscles on the chest, releasing any tension that might be held in your chest. Right? The chest holds lots of stories, like grief. I'm sad about something because I didn't get to do it my way, or I feel like I failed. The chest also holds on to burden and responsibility. Oh, I've got to do this because mom or dad or whoever they are told me so. So the chest holds on to quite a bit. So just tap into it. And then reach also up to the tops of the shoulders, where if you were to get a massage, you might feel some tension there. So up at the trapezius muscles, the traps, and then also to the neck as well, just tapping, 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 bringing blood and awareness to these spaces. And then tap anywhere else that feels intuitive. You can go down to the belly or down to the legs, anywhere else. You can even pat. I'm using my palms and patting. Just bringing blood flow and energy before we go into some breathing, patting the sacrum, the back, the arms. Get very intuitive, like you're giving yourself a little energy shower. All right, just another 10 seconds here. Awakening the skin. You can even get onto the head, give yourself a bit of a tap shampoo down to the temples and the brow, into the jaw, along the sinuses. All right, so once you've hit all the points that you like to hit, come into a still point, raise the arms up into a cactus shape. 5 fingers on each hand are squeezed together to seal the energy there. Inhale, turn to the left. Exhale to the center. Inhale, turn to the right. And exhale, return to the center. So that's the breath pattern. When you have it, you close your eyes. Sniff through the nose on the inhale, turning left. Exhale through the mouth. Now we go to the right. Sniff through the nose, turn to the right. Return to the center, out through the mouth. So we go inhale left. Exhale, center. Inhale, right. Exhale, center. Continue like this on your own. Keep the eyes closed and make the breath full. So it's a full inhale to twist. Feel this spiral-like action of the spine, like you're moving your spine up a spiral staircase, and you're getting taller and taller. And allow the twist of the ribs and of the spine to clear anything out of your system that perhaps is a bit sluggish or unfocused or whatever it is, so that you can become even more present to the breath. Last 3. 2 more. Last one. And arrive in the center. Slowly let your hands drop onto your lap. Take a full inhale through the nose and full exhale to side. Now, connecting to this wild playfulness of the child, you will flick through your fingers and you will flick anywhere that you intuitively want to go. And the breath goes, exhale through the nose. Exhale, exhale, exhale. Punch the breath out through the nose. Kapalabhati breath. If you're pregnant or menstruating or have high blood pressure or anything that is pressurizing in the head, like glaucoma of the eyes or anything like that, then do not squeeze the breath out so forcefully. You will do it lightly, like a little pattern. Exhale, exhale, exhale. If you don't have any of those issues and it's okay health-wise, then you will pump the breath forcefully and squeeze the navel deeply into your spine. Keep the eyes closed once you have it and keep on going. And so here you are, exhaling, drawing the navel in, sprinkling and spraying energy out through your fingers and into the ground. And I invite you to imagine as if you are letting go, right? You are sprinkling and letting go of these little bits of conditioning, right? Programs, imprints, beliefs. And these are really just another way of saying patterns. So many patterns that we've accumulated over the years. So what kind of patterns are you finding yourself stuck in right now? And patterns are not necessarily a bad thing, but they can be a bit if we don't question them. So yes, maybe the routines you have in your day are grounding you, but they can also be impeding you from finding spontaneity and a sense of zest in life. So notice what patterns you have. What routines you have that keep you too stuck, too much in the same old, same old? Is it what you're eating? Is it what you do at the beginning of the day, at the end of the day? Whatever that is it with people? Is there certain patterns with people that you get yourself into? The same way of talking with them or talking at them, yelling at them, or what is it? How are you relating in certain patterns? And then, whatever these patterns are that are coming up to the forefront of your mind, flick them out. Keep exhaling, exhale, 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 flick, flick, flick. And it's like these patterns that are around your body, it's glued onto you and you're trying to let them go. Like they might be glommed onto your neck or your head or your shoulders. And so you want to use your fingers and flick them out of your field. And really feel that they are leaving your field. Clear them out of your legs, clear them out of your hips. Keep using the breath. The breath is your pump to engage your consciousness with your energy field to release. Right? You have to make it real. Keep exhaling. Exhale, exhale, exhale. Pump all of this out. And we'll keep going for the next 30 seconds. So keep visualizing whatever is coming to. Keep breathing and keep releasing these conditioned patterns. Ten, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Exhale everything out. Let your hands fall on your lap. Take a full inhale through the nose. Exhale, sigh through the mouth. Take another full inhale. This time you will hold the breath at the very top, like you're holding your breath underwater. Here we go. Once the breath is really full, lock the breath in. Do not breathe out yet. Drop the chin into your chest. Puff your chest up into your chin. At the same time, lift the tongue into the roof of the mouth and zip the pelvic floor muscles up. So there's a contraction at the base of your pelvis. We will try to hold for 30 to 45 seconds. I'll let you know the 30-second mark. If you can't make it to 30 seconds, don't worry about it. You'll just exhale and resume your normal breath. Feel the rise of energy. We are at 30 seconds. 15 more seconds if you can manage. Three, 2, 1. Lift the chin, relax the pelvis, and exhale. Sigh. Full cleansing breath in through the nose, and full cleansing breath out through the mouth. Take 2 more full deep breaths like that. Fill your body with oxygen. 1 more. Inhale. And exhale. You have a choice now of either staying seated and rocking the spine backwards and forwards. Inhale to lean back, exhale to lean forwards. Or if you're rather tired or you're feeling aches in your spine or hips or legs or what have you, come lay down on your back for the journey. You choose. Okay, if you're okay upright, continue breathing and rocking and allow the rock to soften your entire being. Your physical, the mental, the emotional, and the energetic. Eyes are closed. Feel free to cover your eyes with a scarf or a blindfold or even an eye mask, just so that you can really go inwards. Call in the 4 directions from your room. From the south, call in snake. Feel snake energy coming to help you to hold and ground the body. Call in jaguar from the west, giving you courage and fearlessness to move beyond the habits of yourself. And then from the north, call in hummingbird. Hummingbird energy is here to teach you actually about innocence, play, purity, your inner child. So call hummingbird from there. Feel hummingbird entering your room, entering your field. And then from the east, call in eagle and condor, the great birds. They are the embodiment of wisdom, of energy, of the rainbow itself. And then call in the earth and call in Father Sky. So Mother Earth and all of the support of Mother Earth, from the 4-leggeds, the 2-leggeds, the creepy crawlers, the winged, the fin ones, and the furred ones. Call in the spirits of the sky, Mother Moon, Father Sun, all of our star brothers and sisters. And now feel your space, wherever you are, as a sacred medicine space that is timeless. Supported by the spirits of all that we've invoked, we now journey and begin. Continuing to flow through the breath and call in hummingbird right now. Hummingbird is here to assist you. You may see, feel, hear, sense hummingbird, or all of the above. And hummingbird will take you to the ancient tree, the tree of life. Now find your way there. It's in an open field. As you approach the tree, ask the tree for permission to enter. You will enter the tree, feel yourself merging with the tree, and begin to descend down the roots of the tree, feeling the soil, feel the rocks, hummingbird taking you along for the ride. Feel everything that is of Mother Earth. And you make your way down towards the center of Mother Earth on a count of 11, 10, going down, 9, 8. Feel the pull of the heartbeat of Mother Earth taking you down. 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Entering into the center of Mother Earth, and feel this chamber of safety. And up ahead, hummingbird guides you to a pool of rock water. It is water in some rocks, and it is still. And when you approach this pool in the rocks and you look through, you will see a memory, a place, a time when you were young, and it was a marker point between the transition of you from being this innocent, free child to having to make decisions as a totally different person. It was when your life changed from child to something else, to teenager or adult or what have you. And so slowly approach this rock pool. Take your time and look into the water. Look at the folds of water unwrinkling itself. And as you stare in the water, look deeply, concentratedly. What do you see revealing itself? How old were you? What were you wearing? What were you doing? Were you playing? Were you doing something else? What were you saying? Are you alone, or are there others there? And where are your parents at this point in time? Scan the entire situation of whatever it is you are witnessing from that time, that place. And what is it that is happening that is changing who you are? From this playful, free, carefree, worryless child who is bright and effervescent and full of life. What has changed? that to this. What has closed up the child from offering out their pureness and their innocence and their sense of play so openly? What has closed the openness of the child? Look, what's happening? Is it an event? Is it something someone said? So whether it was an action, something done to you, or something you did to another, or it was a thought, or it was something else that was happening, observe it. Without interacting with it, just observe it. Allow Hummingbird to continue guiding you. And you may understand why this event happened. You may not understand at all why this event happened. But out of all that you know, and of all that you cannot possibly ever know, what is it that you can choose to do with this transition from innocence and play to something else, to this adulthood that you're in? What is it that you can choose about this experience? What can you choose to do with it? What can you learn from it? How can you benefit from it? How can you grow from it? And now reflect on what it is that you truly wanted at that time as this pure, innocent child. What was the true want of that time? And whether that want was met or not, find the want. What was that pure desire? Was it to know yourself? Was it to know the world? Was it to love freely? It was simple. What was it? You might express that through a verb, a word, or a feeling. Very simple. Find it. And then fill in the blank. Inside your heart, feel it. What I wanted was this as the child. This is what I wanted. I wanted love, I wanted freedom, I wanted to play, I wanted what? What was it? And then on the way towards the want, again, acknowledge once more, there was something that stopped the want or changed the want. This happened. What was it? Find it, see it, observe it. And you're practicing again this resilient observation of that which happened. But we're not giving importance to it. We're just acknowledging and trying to understand it from this energetic way of looking back. And now, having acknowledged whatever the event was that changed the child into some other pattern of person, come back to the child, reclaim the child, ask Hummingbird. So see, feel, hear, sense your Hummingbird guide with you. It could be over your shoulder or in front of you. Ask them to help you to retrieve that part of the child that is most pure, that is innocent, that is free, that is unfiltered and unfettered from all of these conditioned patterns and ask them to help you bring the energy of purity, of innocence, of joy, of delight, of play into your heart through the child. With the aid of Hummingbird, feel that enter right now into the heart. Use your breath. Every breath, inflate the lungs and the heart, finding a sense of delight. You can even touch the heart. And spend these next few moments reclaiming your child. And it is symbolic, it is energetic, it is not from a logical place, it is not of the mind, it is a felt experience from your heart. It is about reclaiming your birthright to joy, of feeling joy for no apparent reason, but only because you simply exist. And this is your birthright. It is that giggle that erupts from nowhere. That is your inner child. It is making a decision from this curious, wondrous place, sparkly-eyed place. So feel that enter right now. Deepen the breaths, joyful breaths, in through the nose, joyfully out through the mouth. And though you are no longer in a physical child form, you are now merging the qualities of this innocent inner child with the responsibilities of you as an adult person. That the two can coexist, that they can both dance with one another without stepping on each other's toes. They can both coexist together in harmony. So feel that right now in your heart space. This sense of play and also this sense of responsibility, of consideration. And now with gratitude, thank Hummingbird for taking you on this journey, and retrace your steps back through the rock pool of memories, back into the center of Mother Earth, and then Hummingbird will guide you up through the different layers of earth, up through the roots of the tree of life, into the surface again in 11, 10, 9, 8, ascending, feeling the warmth of the sun taking you up, 7, 6, 5, feel the surface getting nearer and nearer, 4, 3, 2, and 1, arriving into the trunk of the tree of life, and then slowly step out of the tree of life, full of so much gratitude and thanks for Mother Tree. Give thanks to the Hummingbird for taking you on this journey with you, whatever your journey was. Give thanks to all four directions: Serpent, Jaguar, Hummingbird, Eagle, Condor, Mother Earth, and also Father Sky. And give thanks to yourself for trusting in yourself to remember yourself. So now it is time to return to your room. Take as much time as you need. If you want to lay there or sit there a while longer, you're welcome to do so. And in your own time, you can wiggle the fingers, the toes, gently rock the head and neck, and maybe even yawn the arms like you're waking out of bed. And come back to the here and now. Feel free to journal if you'd like to journal after this about what you've discovered sensorially in your body and also visually what you experienced. It's a wonderful experience to deepen your relationship with the inner child, because again, joy and love and all of these emotions are, it's an energy. It is not something to be analyzed. So keep repeating this. Remember, journeying is like a muscle. It needs to be exercised. And if your visuals are a bit sparse and coming in and out, you're almost there. So keep practicing it. And remember, visuals are not always about seeing. It's also about feeling and sensing. So until next time, my name is Johnson Chong. Continue meditating with us on roundglass.com or also on our app. We have lots of wonderful meditations and courses. Until next time, I'll see you. Have a wonderful day.